What's the most useless thing they teach in school? Senior year, third period, life skills. That was the name of the class. Everyone laughed about it, even the teacher, Mr. Dorsey, who admitted on the first day that it was basically filler. He was an older guy, kind of dry, always wore those corduroy blazers with the elbow patches like a cartoon professor. The syllabus said we'd learn everything from doing taxes to sewing on a button, but we spent most of the semester learning how to fold napkins into swans and taking quizzes on how to throw a formal dinner party. There was an actual graded unit on how to properly announce your guests at a black tie affair. At first, we didn't mind. It was easy. We'd joke around, do the bare minimum, and pass with A's. No one in the room thought we'd ever announce someone at a dinner party, let alone host one. One day, we spent the entire class debating the appropriate cheese-to-cracker ratio. Dorsey just stood at the front with his mug of instant coffee, half listening, occasionally correcting someone's pronunciation of Gouda. Then there was the ironing week, Monday to Friday, learning to press slacks and fold creases like we were about to interview for butler position. Dorsey took it seriously too. He brought in starch and let us iron his own backup blazer. I remember Jared burning the sleeve of one and getting sent to the office, not for damage, but for reckless steam usage. I asked Dorsey once why we weren't doing anything real, like applying for jobs or learning what insurance deductibles were. He paused and said, "It's all real. Just depends on what kind of life you're expecting." At the time, it sounded clever. Looking back, it was nonsense. By April, everyone was checked out. College acceptance letters had come in. Prom was on everyone's mind. Dorsey assigned us a final project: plan a wedding, complete with seating chart, budget breakdown, floral arrangements, and playlist. We were supposed to apply all life skills in a unified scenario. I remember thinking how stupid it was. I was barely passing calculus, and here I was picking out napkin rings for a pretend reception. My partner, Elena, actually cared. She stayed up late making a color-coded binder, even called a real caterer for mock quotes. I felt like a jerk next to her, just Googling wedding songs and tossing in Mr. Brightside to make her laugh. We presented last. Dorsey nodded the whole time, took notes. When we finished, he looked up and said, "You'd be surprised how often you'll need to compromise like this." I didn't understand it then. 2 years later, my mom got sick. I moved back home. She wanted to throw a 25th anniversary party with my dad. One last big thing before her chemo started. I planned the whole thing, called rental places, ironed linens, set up tables in the backyard, designed seating charts to avoid family fights. I used the wedding playlist. Left off Mr. Brightside. Mom said it was the best night of her life. She passed that December. Now I'm not saying ironing week or cheese ratios changed anything, but I do think about that class sometimes. All the things I thought were useless. The things I rolled my eyes at. Dorsey retired the year after we graduated. Word was he moved to Oregon to write a cookbook or start a vineyard. No one really knows. But somewhere between the folding napkins and announcing fake guests, I picked up something I didn't expect, and I guess that's what stayed.